Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, host of Bachelor Nation News, and we have an update to what might be one of the most dramatic and wild stories of the year, if not ever, in Bachelor Nation. And I don't say that lightly. Let's get right into it. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you like what I'm doing and want bonus content, go to patreon.com/Dave Neal. So here we have it. We made a video yesterday. It blew up on the internet. I mean, blew up. We did a live stream with all the updates. I'm going to share for you what the hell is going on with Dale, Clare, and Abigail. The story is breaking. There will be updates, so stay in touch. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and the alerts. So here we have it. Clare tags Abigail in a post about her breakup as rumors circulate that Dale hooked up with a Paradise cast member. So some of this might be redundant to you, but there are new updates, so stick around for the updates that show that, because the big question was, well, if Abigail did hook up with Dale, was it while Dale and Clare were on a break? If so, Clare doesn't have much standing to get mad at Dale if they were not technically together. We were on a break, of course, the infamous, iconic Friends storyline. Well, some information came out, unvetted, unsourced, that says that Dale and Clare were actually together. So we're going to need to see receipts. I'm sure it's very easy for the people that are in the know to prove that. I'm sure there's a ton of screen grabs. Those we don't have yet, but it's worth talking about as that all transpires. So let's get right into it. So here's the thumbnail I made yesterday, right? This is what kicked it all off. Clare releases this heartfelt Instagram post about saying she's not going to talk about her relationship status with Dale after last week it was reported that they broke up. Well, she tags Abigail. She's not friends with Abigail. There's no slip of the finger here. Abigail got tagged. 10 minutes later, Abigail's untagged. We saw it happen live. We saw her untag. We watched the whole thing go down. I had just made a video about Clare because Clare had a very heartfelt, very emotional video about childhood abuse. And that whole story is heart-wrenching, but great to see Clare talk about it. But that story was recorded in August with Clare and Dale. Clearly, since then, things have happened that has made Clare completely rethink her relationship. It wasn't exactly it just fizzled out type of thing. So anyway, people ask, why is Abigail tagged? And then, of course, quickly, folks piece together the de moi email, which, again, none of this is sourced. This is all just anonymous. But the email says, a Bachelor favorite hooked up with a Bachelor Nation recent winner who may or may not have been on a break earlier this year. One of them is on Paradise right now, but producers won't mess up her good girl edit. So folks immediately put the pieces together, and the winner has to be Dale. The only other winners of the recent past would be Rachel Kirkconnell, which is Bachelor, which it could have been her, or it could have been Zach Clark. That's all we had to work with. Now, Zach Clark never went on a break. Rachel Kirkconnell and Matt James, I thought maybe it was something to do with them, but clearly we have the info here. So do me a favor, as a side note, if you want to talk about this, we'll have a comment thread going on my Dave Neal's community on Facebook. So this is where we'll be talking about it. We're slowly approaching 1,000 followers on the Dave Neal's community on Facebook. So join over there and we'll discuss this. But of course, leave a comment on this video first. It helps the algorithm. All right, so let's get into all the receipts. So here's what Bachelorette says, if you haven't been following the story. Clare and Dale allegedly broke up for good. A blind item came from Demois saying that someone hooked up with a good girl. Clare made an Instagram post tagging Abigail. All right, good. We got all that. Very redundant. But the only difference here is that this is when we were still talking about the fact that while they were on a break, and then we're going to share with you the Demois email that says, no, they weren't on a break. So go to just a few of the comments here. Clare keeps talking about men who show a fake side when on camera. Like, please just stop meeting your future husbands on camera then. Well, that's a solution, but also that's also victim blaming. You know, you don't meet your person on camera expecting to be cheated on. Find a nice guy who is normal, and loyalty should be the top priority trait. Clare, please. The one thing I would say in Abigail's defense is that it's possible Clare believed a rumor that isn't true and emotionally posted this tag in public in response. We do know that she tends to believe sources like Dumois over Dale, a huge red flag in itself, but okay, because she believed the rumors about his New York City realtor friend, which apparently weren't true, because she and Dale got back together in the end. So before we necessarily take this as truth, we should realize it's possibly not true, even if Clare is implying exactly what we think she's implying. Well, we know what Clare's implying, but this is exactly right. Let's not take this as truth, innocent till proven guilty. We are simply getting the popcorn ready to be put in the microwave, hit a couple buttons. We're sitting down for the evening show. It's going to be a Friday massacre. It really is. I don't love when these things happen. If you guys know my track record, I've been pushing for Dale and Clare to figure their stuff out for the whole year. It's been a whole year of me rooting them on. Part of that investment that we all have is that we want to know what the hell went down. We're all invested in their relationships. We are essentially paying their bills as their influencer paychecks and all the other things that we follow them. We're excited. There is a small equity, a stock share that we all have in these types of things. Now, that doesn't mean we're entitled to know, but it means we want to know, okay? So we know the difference there. All right, so we shared this earlier. So we shared this first quote there that there was some hooking up that happening. Now, here's the second one. Anonymous, but this is true. So this is from somebody else in response to the first Dumois email. So, second person. One of my girlfriends is really good friends with one of the girls from Matt's season, and it's been on the low for a while now, but now that they are breaking up for good, it will be more known. So what they're saying is somebody from Matt's season, one of the girls, whether it's Abigail or Rachel Kirkconnell or one of these Pipers, has a friend that says, no, we've known about this. This is out there. We've known about this. It's on the DL, but everyone's known about this. I feel like if you know about this, let me ask you guys this. If you were in this scenario and you knew that Dale had cheated on Clare with Abigail, but maybe it's fizzled out, he moved on, would you tell Clare? Would you DM Clare and let her know? Because you have to think, if a dozen or so people know about this, you have to think somebody's telling Clare, which obviously seems to be the case. Releasing it to Dumois, doing it in a way where you're not outing your source. Sometimes that's good to have anonymous sources. Yes, it spreads fake news, but at the same time, it gives a resource and an inbox for people that want to get the truth out there, but don't want their face to be attached to it. Again, you got to take it with a grain of salt. All right, so what's up with Abigail? So we know on Bachelor in Paradise, she's kind of had a relationship with Noah where things never got to the next level. They very poor communication. You hate to place blame on somebody, but I think most people will agree Abigail's communication was not good. Noah says, I'm falling in love with you. And she just looks at him like, yeah, okay. I mean, we're on a beach. We're not trying to get engaged or anything. It's like, well, that's what I'm trying to do. So where are they at? Not sure what the current status of Abigail and Noah is, but she has her hand around Ivan's waist in this pic, and Noah is good friends with Ivan. Having your hand around someone's waist while at a music festival surrounded by people, not a big deal. This could be her way of trying to pull someone in closer because she's deaf and she has the hearing implants. You know what I mean? Like, you ever pull in someone closer to talk to them? Not a big deal in my book. Someone said, wasn't Noah there too? Let's be honest, Noah... Oh, I missed that one. Let's be honest, Noah got the bare minimum from Abigail all season. I said what I said. Well, then the question becomes, did Noah get the bare minimum? And this is, we're really reaching for things right now. Did he get the bare minimum from Abigail because Abigail knew if it came out that she hooked up with Dale and then she strung Noah on, like, did she remain emotionally unavailable because she knew she had kind of these skeletons in her closet? It's a reach to ask. Someone commented on my live stream last night, which you guys can go back and watch that. We did like an hour of conversation about this. Someone commented on my live stream last night that they thought it makes sense that Abigail's not opening up to Noah And if you're somebody who's closed off, you would actually go after a guy that's unavailable like Dale. It's an interesting thought. I'll tell you what, we're going to be making a voicemail video about this later on this afternoon. So if you want to leave your voicemail with your thoughts on the Abigail, Dale, Clare situation, which I'm calling Abigate. Some people are calling it Abigail, but I like Abigate. Leave a message, 401-213-9828, and let me know what you think. Okay, let's get into the goods. Let's go back here. I'll make a voicemail video. Keep it short, keep it sweet. Leave your conspiracies, your thoughts, and all that. We were on a break. Here's obviously friends. By the way, this is Photoshopped, guys. I don't want you to think this is real. This is Photoshopped, just so you know. We were on a break. Of course, now we know that some are saying they might not have been on a break. There obviously wasn't much trust between Clare and Dale to begin with. This is all the way back from January. Clare Crawley's ex-fiance at the time. They were on a break now. Dale Moss and real estate agent Eleonora Shrugo are platonic friends amid cheating rumors. I've believed and still believe that Dale didn't cheat on Clare with his real estate agent, but late night photos, being out to dinner in New York, never look good when you're in a rocky relationship. All right, so here we have, let's get right to it. To add a little more context to the Bachelor tea, this came in last night. The couple in question, Dale and Clare, was on a break early this year, January, early February, but not at the time of the hookup. And yes, it was pretty obvious they were together at the time. This will probably get very, very messy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a breaking news announcement. Demois email. Anonymous says this will get very, very messy. So this is the only, and it's not proof, it's not evidence, it's just somebody's email. I could have written it Clare could have written it, anybody. Eleanor Shrugo, the real estate agent, could have written it. I don't know why she would, but someone says, it will be obvious, the truth will surface that at the time of the hookup, I sound like a lawyer, at the time of the hookup, my client, Dale Moss, was actually with Clare. And it won't be too hard to see the receipts there. It's enough for Clare to decide the relationship just wasn't worth it. Now, we get the announcement last night. Clare has unfollowed Dale. So whatever speculations were happening, it went down. As of today, she has still unfollowed Dale, but Dale is still following Clare. So clearly his strategy is to just stay away from the phone. He's like, I'm not going near this. I'm not doing it. So that's where we're at. Now, I love this old article here. This is from back in February. The day after Valentine's Day, Jasenia, Piper, and Abigail have bachelorette potential, but does the show even deserve them? Well, look, I won't speak for Jasenia. Some people didn't like the way she kind of portrayed herself on Bachelor in Paradise. I won't speak for her. I've actually always liked Jasenia. There was a sort of mean girl group. Piper, Jasenia, Abigail, and others were considered part of this mean girl group. Everyone wanted Abigail as Bachelorette. What the hell would have gone down if Abigail was Bachelorette? And it's a conditional, if Abigail did in fact cheat on, she wouldn't have cheated. If Dale cheated on Clare with Abigail, then Abigail became Bachelorette, this mess would be even deeper. I don't know. Leave a comment. Has there been a cheating scandal that has been between a lead of that season and their winner, Dale, and another cast member from that same season? Has this ever happened? There's been rumors about so-and-so having photos with so-and-so, but this is like next level slop. So let me know what you guys think. Like I said, we'll have a voicemail video, 401-213-9828. That'll be coming up this afternoon. And if there's any other breaking updates, I will get them to you. I'm going to be on the road this afternoon traveling to a stand-up gig in Ventura County, which isn't that far away from Los Angeles, but with traffic, it can be 2+ hours. So anyway, if there's any breaking news, I'll pull over on the side of the road and make an iPhone video for you guys. So make sure you give me a like on this and subscribe. And let's keep it as respectful as possible. This is all hearsay. This is all news. But like I said before, we've got stock and equity in this relationship, and we want to see how it all plays out. If Clare didn't tag Abigail, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Clearly, she wanted to let the cat out of the bag. I mean, she did. Come on, she tagged Abigail in a photo. Come on, this was ridiculous. And then untagged her, unfollowed Dale. She's doing a lot of speaking without speaking. And hey, that's what we thrive off of, right, folks? So let me know what you guys think. Everyone have a fantastic Friday. Keep it kind in the comments. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye now.